Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Cracking the Throttle here today, and this is my father and I out here riding at Famous Redding Outdoors. This is the Tower City location. I'll throw up a map and some GPS coordinates here. If you guys want, you can go to Famous Redding Outdoors and get a membership. I believe they have like 7 or 8 locations up in the area. We wanted to get out here today and just try to explore a little bit. Hadn't been to this location, and try and get out here in less than ideal conditions and just check some stuff out. Also, I just want to give a big shout out to everybody who's supported the channel. I have my gear and stuff, my Cracking the Throttle merch. It's listed there in the description. And everyone who's ordered stuff, I just want to say thank you very much. I try to price everything, pretty low, pretty attainable. I'm not trying to make a killing off of this stuff, but just shout out to everyone who really has helped support the channel. I really appreciate it, just getting this off the ground, and between work and all the holidays and things like that, I've really been trying to dedicate some time to this. So it's cool to know that there's people out there who want to see this stuff, and it really keeps me motivated to keep going. And a little disclaimer here, I had some footage, as you can see here, from the chin-mounted camera. I just picked up a new GoPro Hero 11, trying to maybe get some more camera angles, some better footage. But sadly, due to user error, I was unable to use any of the footage. I'm not the brightest crown in the box when it comes to technology, so bear with me. I will be working on that and getting some better angles, some more footage for you guys. And lastly, this channel is obviously in its infant stages, and wintertime's not the best time to, go out and start these new ideas. But in the springtime, I do have some things lined up. I'm looking at doing the Mid-Atlantic BDR, the PA Wilds BDR, some moto camping, and additionally they call it a 1K in a day, where you ride 1,000 miles in a day and document it. So I do have some bigger things lined up for the spring. If you guys have any ideas or anything that you think you'd like to see, shoot them down there, because this is just me trying to explore and get out there. As like a little background for me, I just recently switched jobs so I could have some more time to go out and do these things and explore. And I was working at the same company for 9 years and really just got into a spot where I wasn't enjoying myself and I wasn't enjoying life. So this was kind of my way to say, you know what, I'm going to take back control of the things that I can and enjoy myself while I'm young. I started working pretty early, and somewhere along the lines I just had it in my head that money equaled success. And so I traveled for work. I worked a lot of overtime and did that for plenty of years, but come to find out, it's not the money that's going to make you happy. I think getting out and doing things that you enjoy doing, and getting out and really just kind of pushing yourself, is something, at least for me, that I need to feel accomplished in my day-to-day life, and it really puts things into perspective for me. So this is that tipping point for me, to where I said, hey, I need to take back the time that I need for myself, and I've enjoyed it thus far. And this kind of just goes out to anybody who's maybe stuck in a little bit of a slump. You can take back control of the things that you can. It's not always, hey, I need to make the most amount of money. I get that we all have bills and we have things that we obviously have responsibility for, but you really do have to take time for yourself. You have to maybe carve out that time and say, hey, this is what I'm going to set aside, for my own mental happiness, for my own mental reset, to keep yourself going. Because I feel like many people kind of disregard that and put that in the back of their mind and say, hey, this isn't important right now. What's important is making the most money, building up that 401k, getting some new car, or whatever that goal is. Sometimes those things need to take a back seat for the longevity of yourself. Life isn't really a sprint, it's more of an endurance race. So pace yourself. Take that time to say, hey, I'm going to take a step back and do something that may not be quote unquote productive as far as society's concerned, but maybe it's productive for your happiness. Maybe it's productive for that mental reset or stability that you need, and maybe it's just something that, as corny as it sounds, is just good for the soul. You get outside and see nature. For me, it kind of just gives me a calm and a nice reset. And it's something that I haven't really, delved into or really talked about, but riding is kind of a therapy for people. It gets you out, and I just got tired of seeing, people around me just so caught up in work and so caught up in, I guess you could say, the rat race of things, where it's always like, oh, well, I got a new car, or, well, I got a bigger house, well, I got this. And meanwhile, they're going and working, 70, 80 hours a week, miserable, their marriage is falling apart, and, their kids don't know who they are, and, all that stuff. I mean, I'm not taking shots at people, to each their own, but this is something that I chose to do for me, and, my family rides as well. So it's something that I felt like I needed to do for myself. And I think a lot of people maybe just say, hey, this is just fun and goofing around. But I think maybe people just need to recognize that, hey, being outside, whether that be hiking or riding a motorcycle or, going to playing a game of golf, whatever that thing is for you, it's more important than maybe you're playing it out to be. Just because it's not making you money doesn't mean that it's not high on the priority list. I'm 31 now, and it took me, I think, way too long to realize it. Looking back, I spent a lot of my 20s out of state, working night shift and swing shift at places I didn't even want to be at. So when I say I'm here to try to inspire people, basically I'm just trying to document this and say hey, this is kind of this was my jumping off point for me, trying to chase my own happiness. And you don't have to have $1 million, and you don't have to have all the free time in the world. I work a normal job. I have kids, a house, other commitments and things like that. But you can take that time for yourself, and you can, dedicate some focused time for your own happiness and to pursue your own hobbies while still maintaining a really healthy lifestyle with your family and friends, and also maintaining your bills. It's maybe not as high on the hog as you'd like it to be, but it can be done. And I'm just kind of trying to show you guys that I'm just some Joe Schmo, with a couple clapped out bikes trying to do it. Hey, and if you guys made it this far, I just want to say thank you for watching. And if you could, give me a like, comment, subscribe. It goes a long way. And remember, guys, have that attraction or less traction. Thanks.